Welcome to WhoDooTV. We are live. We're doing our pull list weekly, and it is June 5th, but we're talking new comic books that are coming out on June 6th, and look who's with me.
What's up, guys? It's me. It's Jared. I am glad to be back on the show this month. This is awesome.
Dude, it is great. We got some filming done today. Some good stuff to come for you guys.
New stuff coming down the pipes, which is going to be a lot of fun. A lot of really good books that we did today. So keep your guys' eyes open on our channel here, and you will see those coming through. So
yeah. What's been up, dude?
Man, yeah, real good. Busy. Been catching all those films that have been coming out. I mean, we've got, if you count all the way back to Avengers, we've had like 4 big films all of a sudden, like or 3 in just like a couple months. Like actually, like less than a month. I mean, so we've got Avengers 4, we've had Deadpool 2, and we also had Han Solo this last 2 weeks. And man, yeah, that's been
Incredibles 2 is coming too.
Incredibles 2 is coming. That one looked like a lot of fun.
That looks like really enjoy that. Fun. Jurassic World. Gosh, dang it! I shouldn't even have pulled it up, guys.
I know.
There's tons of stuff out. You're right, man. And so, what was your thoughts on Solo? I mean, it's crashing in the box office.
Man, it is, which is a total bummer because I absolutely enjoyed the film. You guys may remember I was a little down on that film for a little bit. You know, it was kind of like, I don't want to see somebody stepping into, you know, Han Solo's shoes other than Harrison Ford. And I was really into that. But this one, it definitely blew me away. And I don't know if that was because of low expectations. And I just went in and it just like, it was actually a decent film. And that's what made it look great to me. I thought it just expanded so much more into the Star Wars ethos and mythos and getting somewhere beyond kind of just the general battle between rebels and Empire and, you know, what the Jedi are up to and the Skywalker clan themselves and stuff. So it was fun.
I dig it. You know what I mean? Getting more of his backstory, right?
Exactly.
Love it, right? And it, like, I agree with the Ford, man. Like, it is sad Harrison Ford not doing it, right? But
I gotta give him credit, though.
Did Peter Mayhew do Chewbacca?
No. It was I think it was some Bosnian basketball player.
That really upsets me.
Well, it's young Chewbacca as well, and he's actually like running around. Peter Mayhew
he's up there in age,
kind of old, and I mean, I think this is the same kid that did a lot more of the action work for Chewbacca within like The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. And
Chewbacca's old too.
We
learned that.
We did.
How old he is.
He's like 190 years old.
It's amazing, dude.
But yeah, it
looks good for his age.
It's a total bummer because like it really did suffer because of poor marketing. And I know you were saying like you had to go search for a trailer.
Right. Like I kept saying, if you guys go back, I kept saying we're gonna see that trailer at Super Bowl. Super Bowl, it's gonna be the commercial. We're gonna see it. Nope. Nothing. We got the Avengers during that. I think we had Black Panther during that, but no Solo. And I don't know. Bad marketing. I either said they should have went May the 4th, and you were saying offline, why not do it December like the way they have been the last
3? Yeah, the last 3 Star Wars films that came out, it was all in December. And I don't know, to piggyback it right off of when Avengers 4 has come out and all that stuff. I mean, it's just poor timing, and I don't know what the point was. And it's a bummer because I think they really did put together a good film, but it's just not doing as well as other Star Wars films have done. And I guess that makes me kind of concerned that maybe they're gonna like put the brakes on some of the other spin-off films.
Right. I just think they need to figure out their marketing better and figure out a plan and do it. I mean, that's like a Thanksgiving tradition that you go see Star Wars. You know what I mean? After Thanksgiving dinner, you go see Star Wars because it just came out.
It just came out. Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
If you did that for the last 3 years, that's exactly what would happen. And that's weird too, because Disney is a marketing genius. Like they are a powerhouse of marketing, and for some reason, I think it was almost a choice that they chose not to do it this way.
Right.
So it's a bummer.
Why do it so close to May the 4th and not do May the 4th?
Fall on it, yeah.
Right. Why do it so close if not then? But neither here nor there.
Yep.
Oh well.
Deadpool was great though.
I haven't seen Deadpool. Did finally go see the Avengers. I need to put this movie pass to work.
Yes.
Get on the movie pass. But
Deadpool is worth it. It's even better than the first, in my opinion.
All right.
It's great.
And Josh Brolin.
Oh, he kills it as Cable, like legitimately. And the great thing is, you know, just a month earlier, he came out as Thanos, and he killed that role too. But it is the great thing about these two roles is they're
so
different enough that like I didn't even think about that Brolin was playing two, Marvel characters.
He's a good enough actor.
Other than, maybe some quips that Deadpool came out with because he likes to break the fourth wall.
I mean, he played a great young Tommy Lee Jones in Men in Black 4 or whatever that was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's got some chops.
He's got chops, absolutely.
And he was in the Goonies.
Yep. he's coming out in that new Sicario film.
Yes.
Day of the Soledad? Or
Cicero? No, Sicario.
Sicario.
It's number 2, right? It's off of that, right?
One.
Okay, yeah, the first one was great.
Yeah.
That was a freaking gnarly show.
Absolutely.
If you haven't seen that one. A lot of cartel-ish,
Yep.
Yeah.
And this one's getting even deeper. So
I dug that movie, dude. Yeah.
We could talk about movies all day.
Yeah.
But we're a comic book show.
Well, Jurassic Park. Awesome.
Jurassic Park, yeah. Jurassic World.
Jurassic World, yep.
Fallen World, is that the one that's called?
It's something. But
if you want to talk marketing, holy crap.
They do a great job.
I am seeing that literally everywhere. I was flipping through channels and like, it looks like Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard are hosting like even American Ninja Warrior just because it's like just a place to plug their stuff. It's
dude,
holy crap.
They are genius, man. Yeah, they've done that really good so far.
Yeah.
And it's a guy that you gotta enjoy.
Chris Pratt. Yeah, he is fun. Anything he does, like he does so well in front of the screen. I mean, if you guys watch Parks and Rec, like half the things he says in that show are improvised, and it's hilarious. Mm-hmm. So it's good stuff. So I'm looking forward to that one. I did like the first Jurassic World. So and
I think you mentioned movies. There's going to be the animated Addams Family.
Yeah. Yeah, and that one caught me off guard. I didn't even know that was going to be a thing.
I knew they were remaking a movie. I didn't know it was animated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is I could almost get behind because, again, it's a lot of very familiar faces with that. And so instead of recasting somebody who's not going to be up to
who else can do Wednesday besides Christy Ritchie?
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Exactly. So I think it's a good idea. And I think if they play to the kids, I mean, it's kind of like Hotel Transylvania, but like, I think it'll do good.
I dug it. I used to dug that. I dug both of those when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
with Too Legit to Quit. Right? A little MC Hammer. You guys remember that? What other news you got, man?
Man, let's talk. Well, while we're on movies, Jason Momoa is exiting The Crow. That is not going to be a thing anymore.
Kind of sad.
I mean, they might still keep the project going, but I think the director's out too, so maybe it is getting tabled.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I'm all right with that. Yeah. I think
Brandon Lee did a good enough job.
Brandon Lee rocked it, so that's it.
Yep.
Yeah, I got some TV news before we get into comics. So
what do we got?
Well,
the Magic Order.
What? Oh yeah, the Mark Miller.
Yeah,
that one looks interesting.
Yeah, that one looked pretty cool.
Yeah,
the Netflix trailer that just posted up of the upcoming series.
Yeah, I'm confused. Is Netflix produced and published?
No, it's Image still.
It's Image, okay.
But there's the Miller World has a contract with Netflix.
Right.
And so there's this dual, interest in it.
Okay.
Let's get these books to go. Let's get this built-in interest. And so it's a cross-genre. It's a cross-market, cross-medium marketing that they're doing, I believe. And then hopefully it's to be produced as a show later on.
Okay. Well, that would be cool. I mean, it looks great, and I love Mark Miller's work, so I think this one's going to be really cool. Just seeing the character designs and like knowing what he can do makes me very much excited about like what this could be.
Right.
So I agree. It's pretty cool.
I agree. Okay, I cut you off. What'd you
have? Well, I just want to say Walking Dead.
Yes.
I'm just going to say the dumpster fire of a show anymore. It is losing like 2 more people off that. Andrew Lincoln and Lauren Cohen both want to get off that show. She played Maggie.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I hear that she's like playing some big dollars with them too.
It's something like that. Right. I mean, I don't even know. So, out of the original cast, even if you count season 2, I think they count as kind of original.
Right.
We've got Norman Reedus left, pretty much.
He is going to take the mantle, like the mantle of it, and then I think him and Negan. I don't know. I mean, you would have to if Andrew Lincoln were to leave. I did read that they're starting a petition to try to keep Andrew Lincoln, to keep old,
Rick.
Oh man,
Coral's
dead. So he has no real line anymore now that Coral's dead.
I know.
But it is sad. He's the face of that, and he's done a great job. And all actors from anywhere take note. That's how you do an accent or change your own accent, because he's English.
He's super English.
And it's crazy to hear him talk in person.
Yeah.
And then see him on the show, and it's just like, wait a second, this is weird. So good job on Andrew Lincoln. I know you watch the show all the time.
All the time.
Regular watcher.
Shout out to Andrew Lincoln.
That's right. But yeah, you would have to have Norman Reedus take over and be the head character and have him be another piece. But he's so quiet, like, oh, I'm interested where the show would go from there. And then Negan, you know what I mean? Jeffrey Dean Morgan would have to turn that character somehow to make you like everybody like him, not just the twisted.
I mean, he's
weird.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan is a great actor, and he's from what I've heard, he's done incredible stuff with this character. So I think possibly if they want to go that direction, I think he could probably do it. Right. I think he's awesome. Yeah. He's a good actor. So
I mean, you already moved the Morgan character over. Spoiler alert! You already moved the Morgan character over into Fear the Walking Dead.
Oh, is that where he's at?
So yeah, and so are you going to merge them? Are they going to figure out a way to merge them to one? I don't know. But
interesting.
They're interesting. I mean, sometimes Walking Dead's just a guilty pleasure.
And yeah,
at times.
And I know I started out by calling it a dumpster fire, but I know there's lots of people out there who are still enjoying it, and that's totally cool. That is absolutely okay.
How dare you?
And like, I know,
How dare you? That's people's family.
And some people, like you said, like also like it as a guilty pleasure. You know, some people know, like, or think it's bad, but just continue to watch it. Right. So it's just
as you look at me. Thanks.
Yep.
Yeah, appreciate that, dude.
Yep.
But there's a petition, like 2,500 signatures, 25. Yeah. So find it, go sign it if you love you some Andrew Lincoln.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Another film or TV show coming out, I believe on Thursday, I want to say. Cloak and Dagger is finally premiering for Freeform Network. So this one is, based on the Marvel character Cloak and Dagger. And so it looks interesting. I'm going to be curious to how they do with that one. I think I'm definitely going to try and watch it. Yeah. But to transition into comics, of course, Marvel sees an opportunity of something happening in film, and they are now trying to tease out a possible new Cloak and Dagger series. So
yeah, Marvel has a way of doing that. Kind of like books this week with their number ones. Ant-Man and Wasp number 1.
Yeah.
Deadpool number 1. Doctor Strange still pretty recent. Doctor Strange number 1. I don't know. Is there going to be an Immortal Hulk movie soon? Or
cool. The Hulk, he was also in the same movie Doctor Strange was. So
I don't know.
The only extra one on there is Dazzler. We haven't seen her. I don't think we've seen her in a film yet.
Yeah. But X-Men, a huge number 1 week for Marvel.
Absolutely.
But that kind of goes off of that, taking advantage of it.
That's just what they do. It's just what they do.
Yep. It just happens. That and series, which gives us to our next point with Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
They said, a year ago. It's been about a year ago. Secret Empire, that horrible memory that people want to forget. That Marvel wants you to forget.
Yeah, right.
That they said they were not going to do very many events anymore, or they weren't going to do events for a while. Well, it was short-lived.
Yeah.
We're now in the hunt for Wolverine.
Yes, we are.
And this started by our friend of the show, Charles Soule.
Yes.
And he's the guy who killed Wolverine. He started the hunt for Wolverine. And it's announced that he is also going to be doing the new Wolverine book.
Yeah, the Return of Wolverine. So, which I think is great. I think it's kind of weird if you think about it. He's got people, they handled the whole lives of characters, and this is a man who's handled the whole death of a character and the rebirth. So really cool stuff. A great author. He's been doing some really good stuff, especially with Marvel. I think The Hunt for Wolverine has been doing pretty well. So I think it's only right that they're going to give him this one, because I think he really likes the character a lot, and it gives him a way to to kind of play into that.
Right. And hopefully this leads into having a Wolverine movie where he is the Wolverine we know in comics.
That would be
I don't know,
interesting.
as much as we love Hugh Jackman.
Man, yeah, I'd be okay if all the Wolverine movies just ended with Logan, because that was a masterpiece.
That was great.
And like, I don't know what can beat that.
That was great. That was great. They did that one right.
Yeah.
That was still one of my best of those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Any other news?
We got some Spawn news.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I guess going back to movies here.
Yep.
Or
Back to
television.
movies.
Is it?
No, it's gonna be movie.
Okay.
It's gonna be movie.
Sounds like
A rated R movie.
Well,
And
I would be concerned if Spawn was like a PG-13.
I don't think I think the first one was.
Well, back then it was pretty loose about
Right.
PG-13.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It was. I don't know, but this one's heavy R, is what McFarlane says.
Good. I mean, that's
heavy
what
R.
Spawn needs to be. It sounds like, what'd you say?
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx. That's right. So could be really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched that Image Expo video that we have of McFarlane, and he's talking about the movies, and he's taking a lot of responsibility and a lot on his shoulders on this. I think he's determined to make this a good movie.
I hope so. He's definitely the type of guy who wants his characters done right.
Right.
So if you really do enjoy Spawn, I think there's hope for you in this.
Yep. Yeah, he can do it. So there's that. Yeah. Good call out on that.
Yeah.
Some Spawn.
Well,
Oh, Venom's coming soon too. See that trailer?
yeah.
Oh. I liked it. Loved it.
It was okay.
Loved it.
I'll give you this moment here.
Yeah, talk crap about The Walking Dead. Now you're like, no, I'm Venom.
But then I also talked crap about Han Solo when I came back and I said I loved it. So it's
like
very
eating
yeah.
Yeah, foot in mouth.
Yeah,
that
it's
disease.
very possible. Like I'll probably come back and be like, Venom was like so dope.
That was like the best movie ever.
Yeah. Loved it. Tom Hardy rocks. So
Okay.
like, what can you do with that? So
Last week we had Elliot Rahal on,
mm-hmm.
and he had his Quantum and Woody #6. Did you get a chance to get into that a little?
I didn't yet, unfortunately. But I have it waiting to get into it. So looking forward to that.
A little different, but their connection. Harbinger Wars 2, which also came out last week.
Which is kind of the only title outside of the characters involved with Harbinger Wars 2 that is involved or exploring,
loosely,
exploring kind of the outside of what is happening with Harbinger Wars 2.
Right.
All the other characters are like doing different things at this moment.
Right.
You know, we're getting some more stuff with Shadow Man and his history. We're getting Ark when he was Visigoth, and we're getting like all these other things. So it's kind of interesting. It's fun.
Yep, it is. Bloodshot's ending at 12. A couple more issues of
just a few
Bloodshot
more.
Salvation. What else? Last week, great show or movie, whatever, comic
Book?
I don't even know. Comic book.
Harbinger.
The Last Siege.
Oh yeah.
That was a great book. Gotta watch that video. Have you seen that video?
I saw the video.
Saw the video. Did you read the book?
I didn't read the book.
Okay. Well, you watched the video, so
I did.
so you got that.
was
You
good.
should have read the book. I guess I did a horrible job. It was the first time I ever did a video by myself, and
Oh, man.
and then you're like, oh, I watched the video.
Well,
So
I've been
I
too
either
busy.
did such a good job or I did a horrible job. One of the two.
I've been so busy sitting in movie theaters, man.
Alone in the dark.
Yes. That's what I prefer to be with my emotions.
But yeah, so some good books that came out last week.
Yeah,
Check those out.
I mean, we did get Harbinger Wars 2 #1.
Mhm.
So Beyond the Prelude last week, which was an interesting take. Definitely, characters are definitely drawing lines in the sand. So I think we're in for a ride.
For any of you watching the show tonight, what did you read last week that you liked? Put that in the comments below, or the whatever you're gonna call it, the thing over there to my side, this side.
Probably point that way. I think
Right here.
that way. Yep.
Or depending on if you're on your phone, it's down here.
Ooh.
So
sneaky.
how it depends on what people are watching. Just saying, right? I mean, or after the fact. I don't know where the heck it is because now they're posting the comments after the fact.
That's true.
Yeah,
that is true.
So let us know what you guys are reading. We want to know.
Mhm.
But let's get into some books this week.
What is coming out this week beyond what Marvel's throwing our way?
Well, let's start off with some DC since we don't normally do that.
We don't.
Because there's a guy who's done a lot of books, and that is Scott Snyder with the Justice League #1.
Oh yeah, the dude is a rock star when it comes to, I think, just DC stuff in general. He killed it with his Batman run with the New 52. Really great stuff. So I'm excited to see where he's going with this stuff with the Justice League. It's fun.
Yeah, it's always good.
I think he was on the Justice League just prior to this one as well, but it's a reboot, right. So it's that's it. And then we got another one coming out of the ashes of the metal.
The ashes of metal.
Yeah. We've
getting molten lava.
Yeah, the unexpected #1. And this is a whole new hero, very similar to kind of what's going on with like Damage and like a bunch of other characters and whatnot. But this is a girl, she's going by Firebrand, and she's got this. She needs to start a fight every 24 hours to keep like her heart pumping, which has been replaced by this it's like this conflict engine, I think it's called. But then there's like these other like guys who are coming in and are very interested in this conflict engine. One wants to destroy it, one wants to save it. So kind of an interesting title.
Doesn't the guy in the back center look a little too Doctor Strange to you?
A little bit. But, we'll see what comes out of it.
Right? And then we got a Blue Hulk there, too.
Blue Hulk, yeah. Loki or Mira. I don't know who you want to call that one. But
right.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be an interesting title. I think they've set up a number of characters with really interesting relationships to one another. So I think it'll be fun.
All right. A publisher that's been coming out with some good stuff lately. Yeah. I think they're only like a year and a half old now, and that is Vault Comics. They got a couple decent books coming out this week. One that we got to read a little bit of #1 was Wasted Space. Now Wasted Space #2 is coming out for you Valiant fans, like that Marguerite Sauvage cover there. So all around a good publisher. They've been doing great books. And then the Vagrant Queen #1.
Yeah, we get the Vagrant Queen. This is starting out. This is by Magdalene Visaggio. And it's got something to do with she was a child queen who got kind of forced out of her kingdom. But it takes place in space, so it's almost like a interstellar space opera sort of thing. And she's forced back to enter into her kingdom because she found out her mother was possibly taken hostage. So, sounds crazy.
Some drama.
I think it sounds really cool. I think it looks awesome. So looking forward to reading that one.
I'm for it, sure.
Absolutely.
And then we also got one of the titles that I'm gonna wait for that one because it's the one I'm most excited about this week.
Okay, yeah, hold it, man.
I'm gonna hold that one because I'm most excited for it. But we have a Titans comic that we don't normally call out. We kind of like looked at this.
Yeah.
And we're like, this one looks pretty darn cool. The Brother Nash. And this is Titans. And what brought me out to this was the mesh, right? That the description of this says it's a lot like American Gods meets Preacher meets Hellboy. And like, if it is that, or if they're just name dropping, that sucks. But if it is that, this is probably gonna be a good book.
Yeah.
If it is that. So yeah. And I actually kind of dig the little art of the covers so far.
I think the covers look really cool.
Yeah.
The concept's cool too. I mean, it's this guy, he's a trucker, he can see ghosts. He also turns into a werewolf on the full moon. So him and his friends get into some crazy adventures, and I think there's definitely an opportunity to kind of explore a lot of things. Hopefully this is a good serial that just keeps going.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dug it. Then we got a couple image books to call out.
Yeah, so we got a couple trades.
Yeah.
This is one right here that I've enjoyed. #1 with the Bullet. I was reading the singles on this one. What a really weird yet interesting look into, like, I don't know, it's almost like a Black Mirror episode, this whole book here. And it has a lot to do with privacy and technology and what happens when someone in the public eye gets some personal things leaked out there, and kind of how it's affected her life. Weird stuff, really, really cool. And the artwork is fascinating. I think the artwork on that one is almost good enough just to get the book itself. So check it out.
#1 with the bullet trade. This one's kind of a trade, but it is the hardcover collection of The Black Road, a Magnus the Black story, which after we talked to Gary Brown about this, he actually said that there's probably going to be more Magnus the Black stories down the road. So I like that they're going to do that. I dug this. This is the Holy North. It was a great book. I really like Gary Brown's art. But mainly, I really love Brian Wood's writing.
Me too.
Dude is a writer and a half. Love it.
That dude rocks. And he loves writing about Vikings and, warriors and all that stuff. And it's fun. It's so fun. So, yeah, that's a good one. Looking forward to that one.
And one book that's coming out in trade format initially is going to be the Red Book. This book we learned about at the Image Expo. It was originally collected as a digital book, and then Image got it, and they're going to do a graphic novel of it. Here of Volume 1, The Red Hood. It is a superhero that's based out in Brooklyn and his adventures. Dean Haspel is a fun guy. He was actually a really cool guy. We're going to put a video of that up soon of that Image Expo press conference.
Oh, yeah.
So one to check out. I'm messing things up. I think I am. Where am I going? And then we had another one that you enjoyed.
Yeah, this one's fun. Scales of Scoundrels. We're on number 10 now. It was just one I sort of picked up the #1 at. It just caught my eye at the store, grabbed it, read it, and enjoyed the heck out of it, and kept doing it. That whole first arc was a lot of fun. This one's a little different, but it's still good. It's really, really good. So looking forward to just getting more of that one.
Here's a book I'm excited for. You introduced me to this writer, Rick Mirender, right? Death or Glory #2. Death or Glory #1 was solid. That video that we did of it kind of gives you an introduction to it. But this is a pretty awesome all around. Bengal's art is great. I'm not sure who did that B cover in pink, but they're just, I love the cars. This is going to be a great Mirender story. It's depth, a lot more depth than what you initially see from it. Right. There is going to be more coming, and you just know it and you can feel it. Just like from one issue to the second issue, it's different pacing, but it's also similar, and I just dig the way he writes. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? He's able to use movement in his book and in his writing stories to really work with you.
I mean, there's a reason this guy has so many titles.
It's true.
And this is a book, if you want to get into stuff that just spirals out of control within the first issue, like, check this one out. It's the one to go to. So, yeah. And
then we also have
let's talk about this one here.
Yeah, this is our Valiant book of the week. Not a whole lot.
Yep, we're getting Valiant High #2. So the continuation of the release in a hard copy format of Valiant High. This is the one that was originally put out on Comixology. Yep, Comixology, and so now we're getting the actual hard copies, which is kind of cool. For some people who want to collect all the copies in that way. But yeah, check it out.
Derek Charm's art is very Archie's, right? It is not canon. It is completely Elseworld.
Yes.
We get to see Flamingo back from Harbingers, if you remember there. But it's a different element. It's a different take on the characters. It's fun. It was good. I read it in digital format a while back. I liked it. I do like that they're doing a hardcover or a hard copy other than just digital. But it's kind of sad that there's not a fresh book out.
Yeah, I'm curious as to why they're doing singles and not just putting this out as a trade or collection. But that's a whole other discussion that we can get into.
Because you don't make big dollars.
That's true. They're smarter than me.
But it is cool that it's out.
Yes.
I can't wait to see what else comes out with Valiant. We haven't been given a whole lot of what's coming after Harbinger Wars 2. We know Britannia, which I love Britannia. I do wish that Juan Jose Reap was still on the art, but we're getting Gil on the art, who's awesome. Ultimately, still a great book to come out, but I do wish, I can't wait to see what comes out more. I wish there was more excitement around the publisher right now. I wish there was. It's outside tough. Of our man Vin Diesel.
Yeah, Vin Diesel. He's
commissioning La Rosa to do images that are freaking
which is awesome because I think he's excited to do this project. I think that's great.
Instagramming himself working out, like trying to get in shape.
Exactly. I mean, I'm so glad they gave it to somebody who is like so willing to give it his all and is really excited to do it himself. It's not just another paycheck.
Right.
So I think that'll definitely lend itself to hopefully the quality of the film. So, and then you've got
just one kind of the call out of the week, in my opinion. I don't know.
Go for it.
My opinion, and that is, I alluded to it earlier, Brian Wood, Dark Horse. This is The Sword Daughter. Brian Wood is one of, like, to me, like one of the most in-depth. He gets so tied into his history, and he researches everything he writes so well. Man, I mean, he was great, and anything he does with the Viking is great. What he did with Black Road, not Black Hammer, duh. And then what he did with the Northlanders, and just things like that. He is just phenomenal writer. And I'm gonna go back. I just went off that image, but look at that B cover on your guys' left. That is one of the most beautiful covers there. I believe, for some reason, it looks like a David Mack cover to me. I'm not sure who that is because I know the artist doing the book is Matt Carter. So all the way around, it is my call out of the week. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, that one looks really, really dope.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that one too.
Yep.
Anything more that Brian Wood wants to do, I'll read it.
I'll go read
for
it. Yeah. Sign me up any day. I'm done. But yeah, that's some good stuff coming.
Yeah.
Enough to be excited for in the next couple of weeks for that.
Yep. We've I mean, we definitely talked a lot about movies. We got the summer movie season is about to kick off. We've got some good titles getting started. Lots of number ones, as we mentioned. So sure to keep your guys' eyes open and pull boxes open for those.
Right.
So,
and WhoDooTV concerning, we have some videos of books that are coming out next week too. The Weatherman's already out. Check that out. That was an awesome book. The video's out. That book's coming next week. And there's just some, looks like all the way around, some good books coming next week as well. So we still have a hobby to do. It's going to call it a job, a hobby that we're doing to enjoy some more of that stuff coming. So
yeah,
we're going to give you guys an early look at a couple new books, a couple weeks before they come out, to give you guys that idea, much like we did the Weatherman, and hopefully you guys pick them up and enjoy them.
Yeah.
So you can take a look at those videos coming out, and we got a lot of the Image Expo, and we still have a couple of Emerald City videos to come out.
Yeah, there's a handful. So lots more information coming your guys' way. But yeah, if you guys like this kind of stuff, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We thank you guys for watching, and give us a like if you enjoy what we do.
Thank you guys.